Most restaurants, sadly, market themselves as a service provider and doom their marketing as a result. Restaurant category leaders think of themselves as solution provider. They market very specific, highly valued solutions that they spend years and yes, even decades honing to be ever more competitive in. And it's their ever sharpening of those solutions that enables restaurant category leaders to commonly out-earn their next 7 to 9 direct competitors combined. So let's slow down a moment so you can understand this. A service is what you do. A solution is the problem you solve. When you market services, you get a very low return on your marketing, which is likely happening to your business. In fact, your focus as a service over solution provider is how you wind up in a saturated market in the first place, because anyone can copy your menu, match your pricing, replicate your marketing, and you get stuck in a trap. And what happens? You start competing on price, convenience, and location. And over time, you become interchangeable in people's lives, which is how businesses begin to weaken. Category leaders, on the other hand, flip that game on its head entirely. They don't start with what they offer. They start with a much more valuable question. What problem can we solve better than anyone else? And how do we keep innovating to become the default answer for diners in given moments in their lives? And when they design everything around that answer, not just the food, but the menu, experience, messaging, their innovation paths, and their demand funnels, everything, all actions and behaviors align to one thing. Take Chipotle. They are not selling Mexican food. They're selling this solution. Chipotle solves for those moments in your week when you don't have a lot of time as a life moment and yet still want a customizable meal that you don't feel bad about eating. That's an internal tension. They market clarity of solution for the life moments that we live and the internal tensions that we want resolved in those moments for absolute clarity. When you hone a solution and market that solution as a restaurant brand, customers understand you instantly. Demand becomes more predictable and marketing becomes dramatically more efficient because you're no longer saying, here's what we offer. You're saying, here's the problem we solve for you better than everyone else does. Our final takeaway: if your restaurant company feels stuck, it's usually not a marketing problem. It's that you are selling services in a world where category leaders sell solutions that they can hone. And at DineRock, everything we study and build is based on this exact shift from service provider to solution provider, because that's where real growth models start to kick in to outperformance.